So it's been a really long time since I decided to make one of these videos. I think it's been like 6 months, 5 or 4 months. I don't know. It's been a while. But I figured I'd make this video because I know a lot of guys, a lot of guys watch this channel, and I know there's, I know at least one of you have a girl that you like, but you really don't know if she likes you, or you wonder if there's a way that she will like you. And there's a very simple answer to this question. There is no possible way to make a girl like you. It's just not possible. The only way for a girl to like you is if you present yourself well. And like it's kind of, it's the first impression that really does it. Your first impression on a girl, it's really how it sets a lot of things up for you. Like all you can do is present yourself well, and basically show who you are in that moment, and that will decide if she thinks that you're attractive, if she thinks she would like to see you again. You can't just go like bam, snap, and then she automatically likes you. You can't dress a certain way, you can't do a certain thing. I mean, I don't know, it could be like one of those crazy action movies where you like save her life and then she falls in love with you. But then again, she really doesn't love you, she just loves what you've done. So in the end, you still really don't get what you're trying to get. But yeah, so you really can't make a girl like you. It just doesn't work like that. And the only way for her to like you is if she already likes you. Like, if that first impression went well, then bam. If the first impression didn't do well, you gotta move on. She's not gonna just, overnight magically be like, oh, I think he's amazing. He wore this today, or he wore that today, and I think I should give him a chance. There's nothing that you can wear or do or say, like it doesn't work like that. Like, your first impression is always the most important thing, and I'm gonna keep stressing this fact because when you meet someone, and think about this, for yourself, when you meet someone, wouldn't you say like your first impression on them is like, it's really important? It's how you look at that person until, like, I guess something else comes up. Like, for instance, you meet someone, let's say you go out today and you meet someone. Your first impression on them is how you think of them, So like, if someone comes at you really nice and they're really sweet and they're just a really kind person, and you walk away from that conversation, you walk away from that person, you're like, wow, that person was really nice. Like, I feel like I would like to see them again. It's always that first impression. That's all you have really to get at that one girl that you like. It's that first impression, and if she isn't into you, of course, you just got to move on. There's plenty of girls out there. But yeah, so my recommendation is that you make the first impression try to make it as memorable for her as possible. Like, just try to be unique. And I know being unique really isn't something it's really hard to do sometimes, because a lot of the times people who are unique, it's kind of weird to the other person. It's like, oh well, he's kind of weird, but Johnny over there, he's normal and he's pretty cute. You have to come at them in a kind of like in a fashion that's very different from any other guy. And like I said, it is kind of hard, but you just have to you have to wing it. You basically just have to wing it and make that first impression just amazing and awesome. And yeah, and how I would recommend you doing it, personally, I would say, like, if it's a girl that you're sweet on, you need to, like, I would say, get her when she's by herself, because it's awkward when her friends are there, and then if you get turned down, there could be bitches and they could just, like, go around telling everybody else. So I would say, get her by herself, as that sounded kind of bad now. I would say approach her. Yeah, that sounds a lot better. Approach her when she's by herself, when she's not around friends. Like, let's say she's at her locker or she's waiting for her ride. Do it like that. Don't do it when there's a whole bunch of people around her, or it's in a crowded area like a pep rally or at lunch or in class. Don't do that. Just try your best to get her by herself, approach her by herself, and, walk up to her and make that first impression just perfect. Or at least try to. Nothing's perfect, but, at least do your best to make it as perfect as it can be for you. Just don't come off as a dick. And yeah, so that first impression, that's all you got. You only have one chance. That's the thing about first impressions. You only have one chance to do it right. So you can't fuck it up. No pressure involved, but just don't fuck it up. So yeah, that's all I have for you. You really just can't make a girl like you. You just can't. All you have is that first impression, and that's all you can go on. So yeah, that's my that's my tip for the day. Let me know what you think about the video, and let me know how it gone for you. If you have, or if you're in this position, or if you have been in this position, let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and peace.